All right, guys, what's happening? Pete here, your host with the most. Welcome to another as we bring it to you. We the people. We bring the truth. Yeah, and some receipts. So here we go. Listen, ex-Obama appointee has to show a level of complete ignorance here. They only right? Talk because complete ignorance. Lips. That's it. God gave them lips. That's why they're talking. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things that we gotta we gotta stop it. We can't allow it to keep happening. The ignorance, the lies, the constant bombardment of lies, and that's all they're coming with is a bombardment of lies, and they're trying to confuse you and trip you up and hope you don't remember things, and hope you don't know certain things. You listen to them, right? You need to be educated, right? You'll hear that shortly too by Jasmine Crockett, right? But first, let me play this one for you, and then we'll take it from there. And hey, thanks for stopping by and thanks for checking out the video. I really appreciate it. If you guys can, make sure you hit the like button, man. It helps me to get into the algorithm. I really need it. I really, really appreciate you. And if you like what you see, hey,
I would actually, you know what? I just like you to show that you give a damn, that you got a little emotion about the fact that people are losing their jobs indiscriminately, that this individual sitting down at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue has given absolute power to one man who brings his son into the Oval Office, whose son says to him, "You're not the president. You shouldn't be in that chair." Now, where did he get that from? He got it from his daddy, because that's what his daddy thinks is the man who brought him into the Oval Office. So I just like to see somebody wake the hell up and get excited about the fact that your country is under assault. They're not at the gate anymore. They're in your bedrooms. They're in your living rooms. They're in your businesses. They got your data, dumbass.
Okay, right? And it's all it is that they get off Donald Trump and now they're on Elon Musk. Doge, 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 Doge. Doge is doing exactly what it should be doing and exactly what the American people want it to do. We want it to find the waste and the fraud. We want to know which one of you senators and congressmen are stealing our money. Yeah, we want to know because we know that some of y'all are. And then why are you trying to down? And Jasmine Crockett talking about the $5,000. What are you going to do with $5,000? What would you do with $5,000? Go get your nails and your eyelashes done? Get out of here, man. You cut that out. Don't worry about. You didn't worry about when they was giving the migrants that money, did you? You stole our money to give to the migrants. You were part of that little mob. So I don't know what you're talking about except for the fact of don't worry about that $5,000 when Trump gives it to us. Thanks, little Crockett. Yeah, in this next video, this is gonna be Tim Kaine coming up, and you know Tim Kaine, boy, he's something else. He's just one of them type of guys that he's a weasel. He'll rub you the wrong way. To all my guys out there, real recognize real. Remember that, right? He's a weasel. He'll rub you the wrong way. He'll rob you blind. Tim Kaine's a despicable man, and Hillary Clinton almost made him our vice president. Ain't that something? Huh. Now he's in Congress running his mouth for West Virginia. Anyway, check this scene out right here. And by the way, hey, thank you for supporting the channel. Please, I'll never ask you for money. I'll never ask you for money. The best way to support this channel is to hit that subscribe button and join us, and make sure you like the videos. Go on and watch these boring old videos till the end, and hit that like button, share it with friends, help me get out there. I once I start getting to where I can get on the algorithm and I can start make it, we'll make this set better. We'll do a little better with it. But right now, this is all I got. So,
My
guys, really
outrage is about
appreciate you.
who they're hurting. I don't care about the bromance. That who cares about the bromance? I don't like letting unelected officials, post. Yesterday, the D.O.G.E guys post classified information on their website, and they had to realize, we didn't realize that agency was a classified agency. You shouldn't let people run rampage through offices that have classified information. And again, I view this in Virginia from the perspective of we're a veteran-heavy state. There's a war on veterans. When they're slashing in the VA, and when 30% of the federal workforce is veterans, compared to like 2 to 3% of the civilian workforce.
And talented. I want to say the most hypocritical liar in the left-leaning media, Joy Reid. But before I do, I want to stop for a minute and I want to say, from we the people, thank you, Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. We want to say thank you, Vice President J.D. Vance. And all you other guys from the front right underneath that are just running along and doing what you got to do to make this country a strong country. Stephen Miller, amazing. Stephen Miller, absolutely amazing. Thank you, Elon Musk. Thank you, little X. Right? Thank you, Big Balls. Yeah, Big Balls. Thank you, babe. Ah, um, man, Jim Jordan, all all the senators and Republican congressmen that have backed down President Trump on all his nominees and his vision of making America great again in these first 29 days. Our president has been historically amazing, and our country is well on the road, and we the people will be here for every moment of it to bring you everything that we can, the truth as it is. I will look it up every time, and I will a big shout out to the Devory Darkins show. Sometimes I get some scenes from Mr. Devory Darkins. Check him out, Devory Darkins show on YouTube, Rumble, X. Uh, Working on getting my show to that level, sir. Anyway, so yeah, man, check it out. And once again, if you stuck in here this long, thank you so much, man. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Check out this next clip from our esteemed homegirl, Joy
Pure
Reid.
Project 2025 in miniature in Florida, and that kind of extreme, sort of extremist, right-wing, fascist.
All right, guys. Well, here you go.
Florida.
Here's
Does that
another
make
one.
it a more
We're gonna let this
attractive
be the
place?
last clip, but there's another one in here. We go from our favorite, and this is from me to you, Jasmine Crockett. I don't even know what to call her in the middle yet. Like Jasmine and Naga Crockett. Something, but I just, like I, everything she says is a lie. I haven't seen any truth that she's told yet, except for the fact that she wants to uh, teach the American people what they need to know, right? And excuse me, I had to do the retake because I had a call from my boss, right? And let me say this to y'all, right? Don't people go through struggles and times have been hard, and don't make promises to people for people to make a way to make some extra money, and then when they come to talk to you about it, behind their back, you make little things like, "Oh, I should have left." Well, you should have never made a promise that you wasn't going to keep. And that I can't respect about no one, man nor woman. If you give your word about something, your word is the only thing that you have, right? So as an example, right? And we should all be doing this is leading by example with telling the truth. And if you give your word that you're going to do something, stick to your word or stick to it to the best of your ability. Sometimes things happen, right? But always be strong enough to be able to go up to that person. And if something happened that you couldn't hold to what you said you was going to do, then explain yourself to that person because they'll appreciate the fact that you came back. Honesty goes a long way. I just wanted to leave with that. But I want y'all to check this clip out from Jasmine Crockett. And I think I'm gonna put a whole segment together on Jasmine Crockett. So just be looking out for that video coming up. And check this scene out real quick. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank y'all guys for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I know I said it before, guys. I can't say it enough, but that like means a lot. If you guys can help me get up there, I'd really appreciate y'all. God bless you.
We've heard a lot about the fact that Democrats have been talking about Elon Musk. And let me give you a news alert. We're not gonna stop talking about him. We're gonna keep talking about him until he is out of here. Now, if he wants to be elected or appointed and confirmed to something, then so be it. But as of right now, we have somebody that for whatever reason, I don't know if y'all just trying to play in our face because you think we're stupid, or if you literally just cannot see the difference in a George Soros and a Bill Gates. But let me give you a little bit of the difference. Number one, George Soros nor Bill Gates ever somehow decided to turn off the spigot of money that was going through to various organizations and agencies to the extent that it had actually been ordered by law that they should have access to it, to the extent that people are dying. There are people that have died as a result of this antic, and there are now farmers that are screaming that they may lose their family farms because we have over $500 million worth of food that is sitting and not going anywhere because of the attempt to shut down USAID. So let me tell you, that is the big difference between the two of them. And let me also tell you that a big difference between Democrats and Republicans is that we don't just say we believe in the Constitution, but we walk it like we talk it. What does that mean? That means that if we believe in the Constitution, we don't just pick out the Second Amendment and say that it is limitless, nor do we pick out the First Amendment and say that it is limitless. The thing about the Constitution is that it has always been a balancing test. There are limits to this. And right now, what we continue to hear from a certain side of the aisle is that there are no limits to this lawlessness. In fact, there are limits. And I can tell you that one of those limits typically is around hate crimes. You may or may not know that when it comes down to it, if somebody decides that they want to send something hateful in, say, the U.S. mail, they can actually go to prison for that, up to 5 years in prison. So yes, there are always going to be limits. So when we start to talk about Trump and him being pulled down on any platform, this just happened to be after he incited an insurrection. This just happened to be after, in a bipartisan way, this particular chamber decided that they were going to impeach him. So there was something a little different about what he did, because as we know, it led to people actually dying. But let's talk about who's doing the nefarious things with the tech giants. Because I don't think that one side of the aisle is promoting truth, but sometimes it may seem a little treasonous. All right, so we've got this article right here about this guy. Meta says it will end its fact-checking program on social media posts. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Then we have Washington Post says it will not endorse a candidate for president. We also know that actually they absolutely intended to endorse Kamala Harris. We have this one. Google Maps now show Gulf of America instead of Gulf of Mexico. for app users in the United States, which is a complete farce because it's the Gulf of Mexico. It always has been. And we know that the AP got kicked out yesterday because they refused to buy into this lie, because that's all y'all really want to promote is lies. That's the big issue that we have. Elon Musk boosted false U.S. aid conspiracy theories to shut down global aid. Now, while he was boosting those lies about U.S. aid, and he was stopping money going for, say, things such as Head Start, somehow the only money that didn't stop was the money to him and his organization. Now, I don't know how you can have him be the watchdog as well as the guy that is literally living off of the government. If we want to talk about government welfare, it looks like Elon Musk, because it's my understanding that just on yesterday, a new contract was approved for approximately $300 million for Elon Musk. So listen, I just want y'all to be honest. You want to sit here, you want to lie, because so often we hear, well, you know, yeah, we did lie. In fact, he admitted that he lied when he was in the Oval Office yesterday. But if it's a lie that will get you into office, such as saying, I know nothing about Project 2025, yet on day one, you literally do everything that you can to implement it, including making sure that you put, say, one of the main architects of Project 2025 over the OMB, it's okay, so long as you get the power that you seek. The problem is that the game is going to be on the American people. And when I say the American people, I mean all of us. Unfortunately, I am also stuck in the twilight zone because of the lies that were allowed to be propagated. Just like when you're talking about vaccines and all this nonsense. Right now in my state of Texas, there is an outbreak of measles. And what they are finding is that because there's been so much disinformation about vaccines, that kids are sick right now with measles that they did not have to have if they just trusted doctors and experts instead of randoms online. So I will end by saying this, Mr. Chairman, because I know we believe in Jesus in this chamber. In John 8:32, it says, the truth shall set you free. So maybe we should focus on a little bit of truth.